agents. And these independent agents call these schools up that they know have money. And they say, what if Kevin gets in the portal? How much would you pay him? Oh, I'll pay him $150,000, and they'll go to the next school. What if Kevin got in the portal? What would you pay him? Oh, I'd give him $175. And then another school might say, oh, I'll give him $200. So now this independent agent DMs Kevin and says, call me, I got some deals for you. And then they talk, and he goes, if you get in the portal, I can get you $200,000. Okay. And it's hard for a kid, when he hears that. And so these kids are not thinking about getting in the portal, but when they have these people call them and say, if you get in the portal, I'll give you $200,000, and by the way, I'm going to take 15, 20% of that. And so these guys are just stealing from these kids. An NFLPA agent gets 3%. A lot of these agents that are talking to all of our players, they're taking 10, 15, 20%. And that's really criminal, really. But that's what's going on in college football. And as much as we try to tell our players that and educate them, when somebody's offering you that kind of money, it's still hard for these kids. Okay. And so, that just kind of gives you an idea of what's happening, and it's unfortunate. And like I said, we talked to our top 26 kids. They all have been offered a lot of money.
Street, where you go, dog? Where you go, Street? I guess that boy hit the portal, man. He in the portal too, man.
This thing popping, dog.
Coach
in here crying about, man. What coach in here crying about, man? You heard him in there crying? They taking players' money.
All I can tell you, Street, is welcome y'all to Hayes Street. We in North Carolina, y'all. We in Chapel Hill, huh? Hayes Street has made it to Chapel Hill. We on the corner of Hayes Street, and y'all come check us out, man. But anyway, that's Mike Norvell. Mike Norvell, my bad.
I was going to say, that was Mike Norvell.
That is Jay Norvell from Colorado State, and he was talking about how players kind of get poached from that level. And he said his top 26 players have been contacted. Top 26 players, not his top 2 or 3 or 4.
Right.
Bro, that's both. I mean, just from a number standpoint, that's both sides of the ball, bro. And some special teams. I guess here's the funny thing when I look at it. Shout out to everybody on Hayes Street. I meant to say this. We are dual streaming this or quad streaming this to Facebook, both YouTube channels. And my dog just started a what channel?
Twitch. I already had the channel, but I don't never do nothing on it. But we live now in that bit.
We live on Twitch. Yet. But anyway, so that's what he's talking about. But what he's talking about has probably is on top of the table. What used to be under the table deals are now top of the table deals because it's that part is not necessarily legal, but it's what it is. So,
right,
bro. And I said this: these G5 schools are feeder patterns. Oh, and it's a lot of argument about development. Oh, who's it develop? You don't have to. You send them to another school, let them spend the resources, money, effort, energy, time to develop them, and I take credit for all they've done for the 1 year.
Yeah.
You know what I think about? This comes to mind. I guess it's not a shot at him, but I think about Willis McGahee.
Uh-huh. What about him?
When he was at Miami Springs with Buddy Goines, long time. Buddy Goines, long time coach at Miami Springs, had him for 3 years, nurtured that thing, Willis McGahee is who Willis McGahee is. Now, don't get me misunderstood, but that development part. And in his last year, he goes to Central. And when you pull up his stuff, everything says Central. There's nothing about Miami Springs. And I think that's kind of like what's going to end up happening to these G5 schools. They're going to get all the development, the recruiting, the spending the resources on these cats. And then they go from Colorado State to, I don't know, Ohio or Texas or whatever. And they get all the love for it. You know what I'm saying? Caleb Williams, perfect example, Oklahoma. And then you go to, well, he spent 2 years there at least, but you know what I'm saying.
Right. No, I get what you're saying. That sounds like Coach. What coach at? Where was he from?
Colorado State Rams.
That sound like Coach hurt. You know what I'm saying?
He hurt.
Yeah, it sounded like he hurt. It sounded like he got hit and he just up here because what he's saying is kind of like, I mean, it sounds like a bunch of nothing to me, to be honest with you.
I disagree, but go ahead. Finish your point.
It sounds like a bunch of nothing to me. When it's time for him to get his next job from North Carolina State, how's it going to work? From Colorado, how is it going to work? Y'all in the chat, y'all let me know how it works. When it's time for him to leave Colorado State, how it's going to work? It's going to be his guy. Yeah, it's going to be his guy putting out a tweet saying that Coach is interested in Rice in the middle of a goddamn playoff run, and y'all 9-0. That's how it works. Oh, so you mad because your agent only take 3% and these guys are taking 10%? So tell me this. When that kid is sitting on your roster and he don't know how or why he's not playing, he's balling in practice, and he got to get to another school, how is it supposed to happen then? If it ain't the street agent, because it's always the street agent, but I'm here to tell you, all the agents are street agents until they pass a test.
Talk your history.
And I'm here to tell you, most of them ain't passed no test. Most of them haven't even studied for a test. White, black, purple, green. So how is it supposed to happen for that kid? How is A.J. Allen supposed to get out the University of Miami, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? If he has the talent, but he's just buried on the depth chart. It's innocent. There's nothing wrong there.
Mm-hmm.
He needs a street agent, right? That's what I call it. He needs somebody to speak for him. Hayes, listen, bro. Long time ago, I sat down with Coach Mo and Shamar Stewart. Shout out to Shamar Stewart. He should be a first rounder this year.
All right.
And I'm gonna let y'all in on the secret. I sat down with Shamar Stewart and Coach Mo and Shamar Stewart. And a lot of y'all went in on Coach Mo. Like a lot of people went in on him, his fat ass, this, that, the nature, whatever. He, you know what I'm saying? Oh, if he was about the kids, he'll be doing it for every kid. But I'm gonna let y'all in on a secret, right? The reason I sat down with Coach Mo and Shamar was because I knew that these kids needed representation. Whether it's a coach, whether it's a street agent, whether it's somebody who's a guardian. But I knew we were going to walk into this era of negotiation of money, and Shamar Stewart can't negotiate versus Bill Belichick.
Mm-hmm.
So I interviewed Coach Mo, and I put it out there, and it made people uncomfortable, but I did it on purpose because I realized what you guys are, oh man, he's selling the kid. Get him out the way. Oh, so get him out the way. You want Shamar Stewart to sit down and talk to Mario? No. So I knew that the street agent or whatever the hell y'all want to call them, you know what I'm saying? They were going to have to get involved in this money era. So I showed it and put it out there and let y'all attack Mo, and he took y'all bullets. But him and Shamar are going to the NFL draft in a few months, and Shamar will be a first rounder. And he's still there. Like, he's still there. Got Shamar back. Went to every game he played. the guys that y'all want to represent these kids don't give a damn that much.
Talk your ish, Street. Talk your ish.
I'm just telling you what I know.
All right, so here's what I'll say. I'm going to take it from the coaching perspective for a quick second here with Jay Norville and what he said. I get what he's saying. And I definitely understand what you're saying. But what he's saying is, okay, how do I explain this? It's kind of like the Mo situation. From my understanding, Mo helped Shamar Stewart on the personal side as well as ball. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, he stayed with him for a little bit of time, whatever. But Mo took on that responsibility of helping this young man, right? And was there from the beginning. And I guess kind of how coaches are looking, especially from the G5 perspective, and again, I'm speaking right now from a coach's perspective, is I bring these kids in, no, they weren't on your radar, so therefore I must have developed them. We put our resources in them, so forth, and y'all pluck them. Now, what does that mean? Now, to your point, what you're saying, when Jay Norville gets that Power 5 school or Power 4 school, he'll be doing the same thing. So I get that. But I'm just saying that I hear what he's saying. It also becomes a thing of every time you take a good player of mine, my team kind of gets worse. My job is at jeopardy now. How do I climb this mountain if you keep adding more height to the mountain, if that makes sense, right? Or you keep pulling me back down the mountain. How can I keep getting to the top of my G5 status, if that makes sense, to help me propel me to that Power 4 job? Because I'm in the G5 and I'm going 8-5 around here, or 8-4. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Now, from your perspective, I agree with you 100% as well, that I do believe that kids need guidance and they need somebody to speak for them. The problem lies when the motive is not for the kid. He's a means to an end. You're using him to get that, but you're not really in his best interest. So, for example, that street agent takes 10% because he goes to the highest bidder, but it may not be the best situation. You see what I'm saying? You on mute, Street. So those are the things that where it gets a little shaky. None of this is cut and dry. 2 + 2 is 4. Nothing is going to be like that. But I guess that's kind of the deal too. And then, like you're saying, you taking 10% when NFL agents making 3%. Now, if you got a guy like Mo who's invested his time and effort, energy, finances, family, and that's where they work out, then that's where they work out. So be it. You know, I'm just talking to make some talking points. Am I on point? Am I off street? Am I crazy? What? Talk to me.
Are you on point? I mean, that's your view. That's how you view it. I just think that, bruh, like those agents that we've been handing these kids to for years, right? Like, they may be taking less, but how much do they care?
Yeah, it's only 3%, but if they got 50 people on their roster or 20 people,
right. Yeah. How much do they care? They might be taking less, but for years, how much do they care? We've heard the horror stories for years. We've heard the horror stories. So the street agent, like, it's almost like you got a better chance with the street agent because the agent is like has an athlete meal. That's how he make money. You got to find somebody that's really genuine in what they're trying to do. So it ain't like the game. It ain't like the game was perfect and somebody came and broke it. The game was broken. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The game was broken. It's not like it was perfect and somebody came and broke the game.
And to your point, I don't think there is a perfect answer. I don't even think there's a fair answer. I don't think there's a fair answer to the college football playoffs. I don't think it's a fair answer. Nothing's going to be fair because everybody has their points, their reasons. I get that. But I guess, are there rules?
No.
And there is the problem, right? Because we're a land of laws. Right?
There's no rules.
We are a land of laws. We are literally sitting right here in a traffic jam. Without those traffic lights, it'd be a ton of accidents, right? And if you run them, you get a penalty. Why? Because you could hurt somebody, kill somebody, so forth and so on. And I think, and as people in general, how I look at this, we are people who follow rules. Everything you do are rules. When you go to work, there's rules in your house. There's rules in your relationships. There's rules everywhere we go. Think about it. In your relationship, there are certain rules and things that you have and that she has. You may not call them rules, but that's what they are.
Right.
So I think that's the problem. Nobody really knows what's going on with this. It's like people are searching really for, I need a rule. So I know I need some guidelines.
He said, I need a rule.
Bro, if you think about it, they need a rule. And then you find lawyers and people that find loopholes in those laws because that's their job. But you don't have any guidelines right now. And it's just, remember the old TV show Sons of Anarchy? It's just anarchy. It's crazy out here, man.
It is. It's a wide open market. And we just don't know how to operate in it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of advantages that can be taken, but we just don't know how to operate in it because, like you said, we've always used to somebody saying, hey, give me your hand. Come walk this way.
Correct. I mean, even NFL has rules, right? They have salary caps. They have this. They have trade deadlines. They have a bunch of different things. Hell, they've even put rules in, from my understanding, about the agent, the percentage they can charge. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's interesting, man. It's truly interesting. Bro. Reggie said, NCAA said, y'all police that mess yourself. He ain't lying, dog.
They did. I mean, they basically said, all right, listen. Well, if y'all want to do it yourself, do it yourself. It ain't gonna be the wild west.
Yeah, I see Coach Jason Brown, JB, on his show. He says the NCAA stands for non-caring a-holes of America. So he just simply said, I'm gonna show y'all how much we don't care. Here, y'all take it, and let's see what happens. Y'all take it, and let's see what happens.
And it's wide open.
It's kind of like your mama, right? You know, you're supposed to be a little kid, supposed to be in the bed by 8 o'clock. I want to stay up. All right, no problem. Stay up. But you're going to be up at 5:30 in the morning to get ready for school. And Shorty stay up all night on a video game. He don't fall asleep till 2 o'clock. And old girl coming up, get up. And guess what happened that next night? 7:59, you tucked in like this.
Yeah, they trying to make a point.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's gonna work out for them, but they trying.
We're gonna find out, man. We're gonna find out. Well, let's go ahead. Look at this real quick. I do want to say this, man. Nikki Giovanni passed away yesterday. And for those that don't know, she was a poet, educator, activist, commentator, writer. Had to look up a lot of things she's done. But there also was a very famous clip of her with James Baldwin. And we could play it at some point, maybe a little bit later. But a clip of her talking about relationships and stuff and lying to me. Y'all probably seen it on TikTok or whatever. But shout out to Nikki Giovanni for all of her work's efforts and everything, man. Let's talk about this next subject, man.
Where we going?
To the left. Oh, my bad. We're gonna go. Shout out to Westside Connect. We're going westward, yo. Let's go westward. Let's go to USC. USC Bear Alexander jumped in the transfer portal. Now we know he jumped in the transfer portal from Georgia last year, if I'm not mistaken. He take his talents all the way west side.
West side, and he did it with your boy.
Yeah, and he went all the way west, decided to go to USC and fight on. And Street, you were there at the you were there in the spot with Bear Alexander. Talk to us about that, man.
At the time we had a relationship with them. And funny, he has a guy named Tony with him, which he calls his dad. And we had a chance to sit down and actually break the news that he was going to USC. You could throw that video up there if y'all didn't catch this. This was your boy Street.
From Footballville. Listen, Sunday, I know what time it is. We got Big Bill Alexander in the house, University of Georgia. Big Bill jumped in the transfer portal last week for Georgia spring game, and now he's going to decide right here on Footballville where he's going. Big Bill should be up here with us, man. We're going to walk in and check him out.
His number's going right now.
Big man, it's the moment that everybody been waiting on, man. What it's going to be?
I don't know, man. I'm thinking about staying on the West Coast. Fight on.
All right, man. This D, man. We here with Big Bear, Tony, man, on Footballville podcast, man. We outside. Bear just went official. Announced that he's gonna be headed to USC. How you feel, big dog?
Man, I feel great about it. Joining the Trojans and his family over there, and it's a great decision overall.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
How you feel about it, Tony? You right there right on the side every time, everywhere you go, you right there. So how you feel about it?
I like it. It's a fit. They go offensively. They're really elite. So they're gonna score a lot of points, and it's gonna give them an opportunity to really, rush, get after the pass.
So USC, you'll be on the field more, basically.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you didn't just want to get after the quarterback. You actually want to tackle running backs and shit?
Stairs over the elevator, just part and build something. I mean, for me,
you went to Georgia last year. I won national championship. They may be favored to win a national championship again. Shout out to Nick Saban. Why would you leave Georgia to go to USC when you got a chance to get a second ring? They're on top of the world. I mean, tell the people what's the reason.
I mean, for me overall, it's a huge difference just being a part of a great defense and, being the reason why defense is great. So, I just kind of wanted to give myself a challenge and, go out here and just be a part and build something. So,
what did he just say, Hayes? You was a defensive coach. What did he say? What did he just say?
To the train, that was straight media talk. For him to say, go be a part of a great defense, and Lincoln Riley in defense is like oil and water, but I hear what he's saying. I mean, I ain't mad at him. He's basically want to get time on the field. That's it. I ain't mad at that.
Yeah. No, but we got a chance to sit down with Bear, man, and the guy Tony represents a lot of kids. He's actually their mentor. He has their best interests at hand. And I'm sure if I pick up the phone and call him now, I'm sure he's behind Bear jumping in. See, USC gets a new defensive coordinator, comes in, he may treat Bear different. Tony is the one in the room that say, bro, listen, we got 2 more weeks of this and we out. We ain't doing this. And he makes a decision. You know what I'm saying? He's the man that makes the decision, which a kid might not have that foresight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bear jumps in the portal in the middle of the dog. Listen, one thing that Bear them do really, really well is get out in front of news, right? And make themselves the center of attention. Bear Alexander can play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he can play. He's going to play on Sunday. So don't think he's jumping in the portal because he can't play or he ain't getting playing time. They see opportunity in the portal and they're working it. Now, If all the kids start doing this, I don't know what college football will look like, Hayes.
If you get some rules.
Understand what they're doing. Don't look at Bear Alexander like a kid that can't be coached. He keep jumping in the pool. The opportunity is there to get more money, more opportunity, and they're taking it because it's legal. He put out his top 3 schools, Oregon, 2 other schools. He finna get paid again. If all the kids start doing this, hey, this is what your roster look like. It'll look like you just putting. Remember the army men that you had when you was a kid? You just put them in a bag, and then at the end of the year, you just pull them all down the ground.
the little green men.
Yeah, no. But they're working the system.
Yeah, and again, the thing I always want people to remember too is that when we talk about the transfer portal, we're also talking about kids with the leverage, right? It's the leverage. It ain't the average Joe dude doing that. They're going into the transfer portal maybe for a different reason. I think it's that top 1% that go in that have the leverage. The Jordan Addison, the receiver that came from Pitt that went to USC, the Bear Alexander, the Cam Ward at that time coming out of Washington. Those are the kinds of kids that have the leverage that can make those type of demands. You know what I mean? And you had those kind of kids too, even in high school. I remember JTT, I can't pronounce his last name, Polynesian cat from the West Coast that ended up going to Ohio State. He held them to their signing day all the way until the summer. But what he did was, and I know if a lot of y'all know this, he had those 5 schools on his list sign the financial aid obligation. So now those schools got skin in the game. He just had to pick which one of the 5 he wanted.
Right.
Because he had the leverage, right? Because of who he was, who his status, where he played, what he did. So I always want people to remember that the transfer portal is cut up to a whole bunch of different pies. Everybody's in there for a particular different reason. Everybody's not in there for the same reason. You know what I mean? Because some cat, now they may think they in there because they finna get a bag, but some of y'all ain't bag worthy. I'm just calling it what it is. Shout out to E. Brown. He called it the scrub hub.
The scrub hub.
E. Brown called it the scrub hub. But when he's saying that, he's talking about a particular part of the pie. Everybody that goes in the transfer portal, remember, that's the formality. You got to go from here through the transfer portal and back out. But if you've been in the transfer portal for 2 years, you might be better go looking for a union card somewhere, but better do something.
What you say, dog?
Basically, I'm telling you, go get a job, dog. That's what I'm telling you. That's all. Joshua's still in the building. He said, "You're preaching, street. You're preaching off in the street. You preaching, dog?"
I'm getting it in. No, bro. I mean, I see Reggie in the comments going in on Bill. Bill must be hit a lady up in the DM or something. You know, piss Bill. No, Reggie, listen. Bear had 47 tackles and a sack and a half in that horrible 2023 USC defense. They changed the defensive coordinator. And obviously he felt he was getting treated different, and he got up out of there. Hey, you worked at a college before, right?
Uh-huh.
How often do these kids get treated like trash? They don't understand why they're not playing.
Street, the day that they signed. It's over. It's over. All of that. What's up, big dog? All of that. Boy, hey, boy, man, as soon as you sign, get your back in that. It's like the Marines. Let me ask you this. When you signed up for the Marines, did the recruiter treat you, stand straight, soldier? Hey, man, you're going to love it. We got jobs here for you. You're going to get a chance to see the world. Da-da-da. Man, you jumped off that bus. What happened?
Yeah, I mean, Reggie, I hear what you're saying, right? And Bill got a lot of money, dog. Bill got a mansion. Bill had, but 47 tackles, 1.5. That Simeon Barrow was a consistent 36 tackle type guy 1 or 2 sacks. Like, and we saw how effective he was this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bear could play. Now Bear ain't the biggest motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He ain't huge. 6'3", 315. I'm not sure if he's 6'3". He's not huge.
He not you don't think he's taller than 6'3", or you think he's shorter than 6'3"?
He's not. When in person, he wasn't as big as I thought he would be. But he could move.
Mm-hmm.
He a grown man. He got one of them 35-year-old souls. Like you know what I'm saying? He can move. He can get off the ball. I think Reggie said he quit on his team. Reggie, we're in a day and age where it's like, I don't know if we still there with all that. Like, it's college football is changing to the pros, bro. Like, I don't know if we got all that. I don't know if he quit on his team. How you think AJ Allen felt this year?
Bro, the transfer portal can be used as a version of sitting out equivalent to the NFL, right? I mean, I'm going to go in the portal. If y'all don't like it, then up that money. I'll be back. I mean, right. Here's what I'll say. There's one piece I think you missing, Street. Look real close at Reggie's avatar.
Let me see. Look like a Georgia man to me.
And where did he leave?
Huh?
Where did he leave first time?
Georgia.
Somebody sound like a hurt ex-boyfriend. Somebody sound like a hurt ex-boyfriend, man.
Huh? Hurt ex.
Hey,
dog, go holler. Georgia.
You know I love you, Reggie. I got to put that.
I once asked Kamari Lassiter, where were you when Bear Alexander jumped in the transfer portal? He said, I was warming up at the spring game. That joker jumped in the transfer portal the morning of the spring game, Hayes.
Yeah.
Fuck your couch.
Bro, I just say there are some people, and you have to understand this too. Everybody's not the same. There are some people, and I don't know Xavier Restrepo, never spoke to him, but just seeing the way he moves, the way he acts, responds. He values that team. He values those things. There are other players that value money. There are other players that value themselves, right? It's about me. It's about the stats. It's about the this. There's other players. Everybody has a motivation of why they play this game.
Right.
And that's what you're seeing. See, for us on the outside looking in, we like, it's all about team. Well, have you ever quit a job before and took another job?
Right.
What about the team then? Have you ever told your boss, hey man, unless you give me this raise, I'm out? It wasn't about the team then, because it was more about your family and it was more about you wanting more or your value. You're saying, look, I'm this valuable. You go in and negotiate your raise or your contract, whatever that is. You know what I mean? Everybody teaches on. And I'm going to bring up something about individualism in this game in a minute when we do my own see how. You know what I'm talking about, Street. But we'll get to that here in a second, man. So real quick, I want to say this before we close this out and we get to the man of the hour around here. Boy, I tell you, boy. I'm sorry, we're looking at this. As soon as we lost, Preston Paradise. That's a UCS Trojan. As soon as he used the word we lost, he quit. So there we go. Look, at the most important time of the season. And there was D lineman on the team producing more than him. The NFL won't forget what he did to USC this year. Sound like somebody's heard. And I'm just teasing you there, Preston, but that's your emotion into it, right? And Bear may not have emotion for USC. You're a fan. You're invested. He's looking at it. This is a business opportunity, and I'm gonna do what I got to do. So,
right.
That's just how I look at it. I mean, no.
Yeah, it's a new day. That's the best way I could put it, bro. It's a new day in college sports, and some of y'all catching on faster than the others. Yeah, Bill Alexander don't have to be the number one defensive lineman on his team in order for him to have value and jump in the transfer portal. Simeon Barrow was it?
No,
he was not. No, he was not. There was a guy better than him that went to Oregon, right?
From my understanding, I can't remember the name, but yeah, no, there's a couple people. Like I said, it's just part of it, man. That's just part of it. Well, let's do this, man. We at a 35-minute mark. Let's talk about the man of the hour, Bill Belichick. Would you consider Bill Belichick? Well, first of all, he interviewed, as is stated, about 5 hours with University of North Carolina Tar Heels. Let me give him his proper introduction, Street. Y'all know I'm a battle rap fiend. I like battle rap. Check it out.
I finally understand what Mook said about Iverson in that crossover. Silly me. Psych, I take the crossover on Jordan, career high 37, and Mike only had 23. It's about the fight, win or loss. Why pick on somebody helpless? If you can't paint a picture of your own, you make a stain on somebody else's. Since we on the topic of Iverson, I'm thinking IVs and ER son missing. AI end up on that island with him. Somebody come get him, money on his head. I only answer if the sum different. I'm TS and you about to take a pun visit. I will spare your life, but the trunk, you about to jump in it. We got all night. Melvin, Terrell, Bryant. This is early round blunt twisting. I don't want to hear about your big bags and your jar deals. Mommy sniff coke, you pitch coke in the hard fill. You see me in your state. You ain't in North with them car squill. I walk through Carolina so much I got Tar Heels.
Woo, Street. Talk to us, Street. That boy said I walked through North Carolina so much I got Tar Heels. Shout out to T-Top.
He in prison, ain't he?
I don't even much know. But what I do know, he need to go to jail for that ball right there. He need to go to jail for that ball right there. Shout out to T-Top, who's from North Carolina. Well, I think that's a perfect segue into Bill Belichick. And talks about going to North Carolina Tar Heels. First of all, one question. Is either yes or no? I got two questions. First question. Good idea, bad idea?
Tom Brady come with him?
See, we don't listen. We don't listen as a people. Good idea, bad idea.
Good idea for North Carolina. Great theory.
Right. Successful or not?
No. What? Wait up, hold up. Maybe. Because he's coming from what football has turned into. He knows how to deal with the money and the players and the ego. He's coming from that. What most of these coaches don't like, he's dealt with it already. So maybe, Hayes, they might be on to something.
All right, I'm gonna answer my own questions. Good idea, bad idea. I say good idea. I almost broke my own rules. I got on you for not almost. And then successful or not, I'll say North Carolina successful. I don't know if he'll be college football successful. What do I mean? Meaning, I don't know if he's national championship winning coach, but I think he'll, 8, 9, 10 win teams, that kind of stuff. Right. Shout out to Really Flawed in the building. Friends. She says, and this was interesting because I just saw it, and this may answer the question of what I want to say next, which I can't seem to find it. Maybe they should delete it.
What?
Oh no, I'm sorry. It wasn't him. It wasn't her. Kenson said he's setting his son up to be the next head coach. There's maybe a potential answer to my question. What's his motivation? Right. Why are you motivated to go to college? You're 70-something years old, if I'm not mistaken. You go down as the GOAT of maybe NFL football with all of the stuff you've won. He's 72 years old. Why jump into the lion's den of all of this NIL, transfer portal, recruiting? Like, what's your motivation? And Nat Kinson may just be it. Do you think he has a different motivation?
He may not be coaching at all. This is Mark Richt ushering his son in to call the plays at Miami. Now it makes sense. His son is a coach.
I guess. Hey, the fact checkers, that's what I call a chat. The fact checkers be on it, boy.
Now it makes sense. Let's see.
He got two kids, one named Stephen Belichick and Amanda Belichick.
Stephen Belichick, like he snort all the nose candy.
That boy got a hoover on his face.
Well, that boy look like he been with the New England Patriots in 2016. Now he's the DC at Washington. Dang, he's the DC at Washington, so it ain't him, right?
No, that's him, because I'm looking at it. He was the defensive assistant 2012 to 15. Hold on, is this the same guy? Yeah, Stephen Belichick. Ain't too many people with Belichick last name. So 2012 to 15, he was a defensive assistant for the Patriots. Then he became the safety coach 16 to 18. Then he became the DB coach 19. Then he became the outside linebacker coach 2020 to 2023. Boy, he done coached everything but the D-line. And now he's the defensive coordinator at the Washington Commanders.
So maybe it's not him. Maybe it's Brian Belichick, who's just New England Patriots scouting assistant.
No, this guy Stephen Belichick sounds like he's got the coaching acumen. He's got the coaching history. Been coaching over 10 years now.
Okay, what I'm saying. Okay, so Brian Belichick, New England Patriots 2017, 2019 coaching assistant, New England Patriots safeties coach. It seemed like Stephen needs to go from DC in the NFL to head coach in college?
Yeah, you could do that. I could see that.
But does he need to do Brian the one that needs some help?
Who is Brian?
Well, Brian Belichick, American football coach and safety. Let me see. Is this Bill Belichick's son? I don't know no other Belichicks.
Oh, there's a Brian Belichick, and then there was a Stephen Belichick.
Is Brian? I'm sure Brian is his son, right? Let's see. Personal life. Belichick is the son of New England Patriots head coach Bill Belichick. Of course he is. He's an assistant at the Patriots. I didn't have to read that. Let's see how old he is. He was born
37.
See, this is what, there you go. Right? So he brings him in, you know what I'm saying? Because the other guy seems to be set. Right. The other guy, I don't think the other guy needs to go from the DC at Washington. His next job is a head coach in the NFL, right?
Potentially. But he could also, I think the other son, Stephen Belichick, seems to be more accomplished in the coaching world than this young man. Because he was a coaching assistant 2017. They didn't not even say what side, it's an assistant. Then currently he's the safety coach from 2020 till now. And then he was a scouting assistant before then, so that's an easy way to get in. I think that Stephen potentially could come in as I don't know.
Okay, so Brian Belichick in May 2024 explains his decision to stay with the Patriots. Youngest son of Bill Belichick remains on the coaching staff as the team safeties coach under Gerard Mayo. So he's the safety coach for the Patriots.
Correct.
So I think he's the one that's going to go with his dad and be the assistant head coach at North Carolina.
Let me ask y'all, NFLers out there. Is the Washington Commanders coaching staff in jeopardy? Do you think somebody's getting fired soon or any changes being made?
Aren't they winning this year?
Oh, not the Commanders. I apologize. I'm sorry. Washington coach blew that. Slap yourself, coach.
No diddy. Coach out here blowing people. No diddy.
I didn't say spank myself. Washington Huskies. I apologize. He's currently
those are the Huskies?
Yes, I apologize. I was thinking
okay,
Commanders.
Oh, so he's at the Huskies.
Yeah, so he's gonna go to North Carolina. Yeah, he gonna go with his dad. He was with the Patriots, but when his dad left, the Patriots. He went on down. He went to be a DC at Washington. So only natural that he becomes the DC at UNC.
Yeah, they both will be there. No, they're not finna win. You think Mario threw up in his mouth when he saw Bill Belichick was coming to the ACC?
And they got to play them next year? I don't know. It's not in stone. I don't think so. Here's what's interesting about it. And people talk about nepotism. But here's a prime case. If Bill Belichick, think about what a father is about to do for his kids.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking about that.
A 72-year-old daddy who is the GOAT in NFL, in essence. He's about to go to college. He's got a cush job as a commentator. He's about to go to college, probably coach 2 years, maybe get him at a certain height. And he probably negotiated and say, hey, if I get y'all to 8, 9, 10 wins, y'all got my son is the coach in waiting.
Right.
My son is the coach in waiting.
In the comment section, I want everybody to put y'all in the comment section, put your hobbies up. Put the one thing that you're passionate about doing in life. Put the one thing that you would do for free. Go ahead, Hayes. One thing that you would wake up in the morning and do for free.
Hell, I did it. It's called football. I did it for years. I did it for 20 years. I did it since 2000. I did it for a long time, bro.
Really flawed to the corner. I think every woman, really flawed, just let us in. Like, I think every woman feels like that. She just, her fingers tight before her mind was able to catch it. Art, sketch, fishing, gambling. Imagine.
I don't know if you can do gambling for free, dog. You need some money to gamble with.
Everybody close their eyes, right? Close your eyes for a minute.
I got my
stripper, sketch, spine adjustment. Imagine growing up and your dad is uber rich and he's working in your passion. Like he does what you're going to do for the rest of your life. Just think about this, Hayes. You're already uber rich. Your dad loves football, so obviously you're going to love football too. And you just get to do that for the rest of your life. I'm not going to say without words out. Everybody have their own rich people problems, whatever. But imagine, really thought, imagine growing up uber rich. And ever since you just was waiting to graduate so you can get on a pole. Your life was already set, but all you wanted to do was wear custom lingerie and get on a pole, and you get to do that for the rest of your life.
And pasties.
Chalupa, imagine your dad being the most famous fisher. You grow up on a boat.
Bill Dance is your daddy. Bill Dance is your daddy.
You grow up on a boat. No worries. Fuck college. You just gonna walk right into fishing, and you love fishing. Don't think about that. Now open your eyes and think about your life.
The Andrews. Yeah. And the thing about it, that your father has already paved a path for you. I don't want to say of easiness, but of access. How about that? Of access.
Really flawed fucked up everybody exercise. They said they closed their eyes and all they saw was really flawed booty clapping.
You ain't see me? I would like this. Street, I would like this, Street. But anyway,
Reggie say stop.
No, that's real. But here's the funny thing about it. For parents out there, that is your goal for your kids, to make life easier for them.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about it is, it seems like we shame people for doing that. We shame people have shamed Deion Sanders for that. Only reason Shador do it because his dad. No, that boy can play. Now I'm sorry, he got some flaws, but he can play. Shiloh, I don't think he's as good as his son, but he could play college football.
LeBron. I mean, he got
LeBron,
ridiculed.
yeah.
No, this happens all the time. This is the only way they know how to move. People of power. Like, this is the only way they know how to move. Rigging the game. Pulling their family up. Like, we do it, and it's like, nah, you're supposed to do it the hard way. Nah.
But everybody does it. Unfortunately, everybody's not related. I just saw the thing with Gus Malzahn going to Florida State.
Worst stripper name ever.
Lemon Pepper Deborah. I like that name. Hey, Reggie, does she come with ranch or blue cheese?
Hey, worst stripper name ever. That gotta be some Mississippi shit.
Hey, y'all throw some dollars out there for cinnamon. Coming to the stage next. Lemon Pepper Deborah. But anyway, I guess I was talking about Gus Malzahn. They were talking about him going to Florida State, and they just said that he's going to bring his longtime assistant, Coach Hand, with him to Florida State. We talk about it as Canes fans. When do the coordinators get to bring their guys? So it's okay as long as the last names don't match.
Right? Yeah, you're right.
It's okay. Long as the last name ain't Street or Hayes, long as the last name ain't, it's cool.
Oh, really, Flaw? Here go a bucket, man. Go pick up them dollars Reggie's throwing on the ground, man. You got a bunch of ones on the ground. Reggie throwing one.
Lemon Pepper Deborah. Lemon Pepper Deborah. Lemon Pepper Deborah.
That's funny, though. That's real creative. Boy, y'all dudes get creative, though, when the big butt and the smile jump up. But they get real smart, don't they?
And you know what they said? Can't trust a big butt and a smile. That girl is poison. But anyway, let me so here's my thing about Bill Belichick. Hold up. Reggie back at it again. Lisa Lowry's.
Lisa Lowry's.
Ooh, where them dollars at, Reggie? Where them dollars at? Where them, y'all know about that. But Bill Belichick going to UNC. Reggie, you know what? You got to stop. Pork chop Patricia. You got to stop. You got to be stopped, Reggie.
Pork chop Patricia sounds delicious.
She sound like she smell like 40 weight gravy. But anyway, Bill Belichick going to UNC. Do you think it has the same effect? Nobody is Coach Prime. I get that. But do you think it draws more? Do you think it draws attention from recruits and transfer portal players?
Not as much so, but I think it does draw attention. I think it draws attention because it's Bill Belichick, bro. Some thought it was the greatest to ever do it until Brady left him. It's a wave. It makes a wave, but I think Dion made a wave when he was hired at Colorado, but then I think he created more with well-off media. Like, he created more anticipation.
He ain't let the wave just crash and die out. He kept it getting bigger. Was well-off media around? Y'all correct me if I don't know. Was well-off media around when Jackson State was there? When he was at Jackson State?
Yeah, dog. He was doing it with his phone, dog.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I wasn't clear on that.
Yeah, he was doing it with his phone. It was, yeah, dog. It all started with his phone. Cause I used to be like, dang, how they get them warm up videos on the internet so fast? And it was him.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
No, I got it. So like I said, he said Well Off Media was around in high school when he was coaching high school. Okay.
Really?
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I ain't know that now.
Because Bucky, he must have been doing that as soon as he finished playing. Because I think Bucky played at SMU, who's doing it. And Bucky like 30, maybe 31. So he would have definitely had to just finish college and say, because I think Shador is 23 or 24. I'm sorry, Shiloh is 23 or 24. So they're about a 6-year difference. So yeah, he would have probably just finished playing and then say, hey, I got to find something to do. And again, why not? Hey, Dad, you popular. Let me film it. Let's go.
Reggie say he can't. I mean, you're right. Reggie say he can't spend no more. The ATM got an out of order sign on it. Reggie done been in the strip club one too many times, huh?
Man, Reggie helped set up. He put the chairs on the table at night.
He be walking the strippers to their cars at night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
he don't even get paid. He's just doing it to do it.
Hold on, watch this. He be walking Diamond out, right? He be walking next to him like this, and he get that side hug. Thanks, Reggie. And he walked back, be like, she liked me.
Dog, listen. If you ever walk down a strip club, super broke, thinking that I'm gonna come back tomorrow, she like me, she got you. She got you. She got you. She did you in.
Myron, what you doing at my door?
She got you.
He say, damn, cool, not the side. You know the side hug. Thanks, Reggie. Thank you.
She got you. She did you in. You fell for the old okie doke.
As soon as you're going out, she like this. 10, 20, 30. 40,
you fell for the old okie doke, dog. She got you, dog.
So let me ask you this. North Carolina, Marion Hampton, running back there. I think he's a phenomenal running back. Look at that. My dog Street on. Look at that on Twitch, y'all. Look at Twitch, y'all. Got my dog on Twitch right here.
It popped up. Oh, shoot.
Yeah. I popped
that
up
first Twitch message we ever got, huh?
Yo.
I got some villains in there, man. Y'all drop some messages in the Twitch, man. You get some Twitch messages popping in here, man. The first Twitch message we ever got.
Shout out to Twitch. But North Carolina talent. North Carolina. Man, this man got all kind of stuff going on. What you got going on? North Carolina's talent pool. Do you think Bill Belichick and again, we're all speculating because he has not taken a job. So people just tuning in or listening.
He ain't taken a job yet?
No, he hasn't taken a job.
You sure?
Yeah, positive. Unless he's taking it since we've been live.
What are they saying?
Nothing. He did an interview. He did all these things, and he said, we'll see. So he was on Pat McAfee's show talking about it. And, Pat McAfee kind of trying to dig a little bit. And he's like, look, I don't want to disclose everything. When he asked him about the 5 hours, he was like, I don't want to disclose everything, man. But we'll see. I just don't know.
Dog, 7 hours ago, Bill Belichick has agreed to become the UNC head football coach.
Hold up, man. Hold up. Y'all see, there's conflicting reports. That's what I saw. I'm gonna tell you what I think his motivation for this interview was. Can I tell you? I believe that Bill Belichick, to your point of what you're saying about jumping in the transfer portal, was people may want Bill Belichick, and I think I talked about this in your Discord, in the Villain Nation Discord. I think that he is trying to force their hand for the fear of missing out. An NFL team saying we can't lose, quote unquote, the GOAT. I mean, who's a better candidate for this job than him? And we're going to lose him to college. So I think it's a transfer portal move in the essence. Like, hey, I'm gonna jump in the transfer portal. Somebody else pick me up. It's gonna be y'all bad.
Don't look like the NFL care. Put that picture up there. See, look, he at North Carolina already. Put that up there. See, he there already.
Man,
Yeah.
man, bye, man.
He already there. What are you talking about?
Man, my Photoshop skills better than that.
So
Hold up. You know why I know that's Photoshop? Where's his legs at? He ain't standing right behind that dang old goat.
Goat. That's a Tar Heel, ain't it? Whatever damn Tar Heel. I don't even know what a Tar Heel is.
A goat, a ram.
A ram. No, dog. I don't know how. I saw earlier today that he accepted the job, and I see all the memes coming up because I thought it was a goat.
All right, here we go. The ESPN said it. How about that? Because they can't afford to lie. ESPN says ESPN has nothing on this. Stephen A. Smith says, a Belichick coaching at UNC football is beneath him. I actually felt the same way. I felt that that's no different. I look at it like a guy like Michael Jordan, and that's not the right way to say it. Shout out to Really Flawed on this. That's like Mike Tomlin going and coaching at Villanova or something. You know what I'm saying? Like what are we doing?
You think it's beneath him?
He said, read my comment. This one? I don't know what comment you talking about. I gotta go back and see. Oh, it said he has agreed, but the school hasn't voted.
When Really Fall coming to be a part of Hayes Street, bro? Huh?
Man, we gotta. Hey, she has agreed. She has agreed, but we ain't signed the contract yet. We got to get her to sign the contract. When's she coming? Really Flawed. When are you coming? We putting you on spot live right now.
Since she done agreed that she an inspiring stripper. There
you go. He has a lot of. That's what I knew was going to be a problem. He has a lot of demands and control he wants because he was like that at New England. He was in charge. Imagine Bill Belichick going to the AD or Bill Belichick coming to a booster talking about you need to be doing it. Like
sometimes you can get somebody too much, right? Sometimes you can give them too much power, right?
Yeah, but if that's what you've been doing all your time and you were successful at it, you could argue to Tom Brady or whatever. I get it, but it don't matter. At the end of the day, those wins go on my resume, and I was successful at it.
They say he had a 400-page report. So did Al Golden, and with ChatGPT, that ain't nothing no more. so did Al Golden. Came with a book, and somewhere in there it said D'Onofrio was coming with his ass, and we skipped it.
She talking about little old me on the show taking it left. I'm saying to you, we need an answer right now from you live. Are you coming on the show?
Live, don't put on the spot. Lemon Pepper Devil.
Lemon Pepper Devil.
Come to the stage. Lemon Pepper Deborah. Who's in the club showing love? Thinking in the club showing love.
Bro, where's Tila at right now? Hey, dog, we got. I want to do. I be angry like you. I like channels like that, like YouTube channel, like Where Are They Now, and they go. But I don't know how accurate that stuff be. That'd be the problem. You know what I mean? Like I was just talking to somebody. I know we going left right now. See, this is what happens when we go left.
Does it matter?
Does it matter if we go left?
If they accurate or not?
Well, for me, because I wanted accurate information, but for the channel, probably not. But for me, like I always thought about this as artists. And you tell me this, dog. You was in there rapping. What was your name again? Not Gator. I always say it wrong.
G-A-D-A, Gator.
Gator. The reason I say Gator, because we always put that, get after that ass. But anyhow, okay. Shout out to Twitch family in the building.
King David. I know I can count on King David to shoot. I know I can count on my boy King David. Shout out to King David, man.
Here's my question, and I know we changing the subject a little bit, but we already hour in, so we passed our time. We good. Hold up. Really Flawed says, get me a sexy and cute lady in the center, and I'll be on Monday.
A sexy and cute lady. Oh, okay. There it is. I got you, Willie Fall. What you want to have on? what you need to be wearing?
Nothing. But anyway, listen. So what I'm saying is,
oh my God.
Okay. What was I saying? See, I don't know if she could be on this show, dog. It's gonna throw me off.
I got you, dog. I got you, dog. I know light-skinned dudes don't do well around tatas, but I got you, dog.
Can I tell you something? Her avatar has to, but it can't be. It got to be waist down. Like we can't have just not. Anyway, tighten up, Hayes. Here's what I'm gonna say.
All right.
I don't know what else.
You gotta give her a bigger circle.
I forgot what I was saying. Shit. I don't know what I was saying.
Somebody put it in saran wrap. Put somebody in saran. Yeah, boy, wow, man.
What I was gonna say, I can't remember what I was gonna say.
We just gonna have her head up here.
That's what I was telling you. You gotta avatar from the waist. See how we got Hayes and we can't. Anyway, what was I talking about? Street, help me, dog. I'm drowning here, and you looking the other way.
You went off the subject. You was talking about where are they now, right?
Oh, okay. Where are they now? So I always think about people who have hit songs and all of that kind of stuff. And you think about like when you listen to Spotify, you put like 90s R&B or 90s rap or whatever the case may be, and you be like, oh, you remember that song? And like, where's that dude now at 50 years old, 55 years old?
Right.
With this hit song. Is he still on tour? But he didn't have like a lot of hits. Like to me, Tila, he had an album, but you wouldn't say he had major hits where he could go on tour with it. He may be a part of a tour with that song because that was a major hit.
I think, honestly, dog, like I think, especially if the deal ain't sweet or they don't make a bunch of money from the song, I think they get tired of singing it. Like, you think that dude still want to sing "Don't Worry, Be Happy"?
Don't worry.
He might. It may be his passion, but I think if it didn't go right for them, right? Like, okay, take Uncle Luke, right? Somebody stole his catalog, and he had to fight to get it back for 20 years.
Right.
You think he wanna? You think he wanna hear "It's Your Birthday"?
No, I get it.
But he still was performing it, though. He was going around the country performing. He still was performing it, but the frustration of that, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
I get that part.
So you saying where are they? Like, are they somewhere in a little town in Memphis in the juke joint and everybody walking by? Who's in the club? What's up, Tila? They gotta get annoying, though. They gotta get annoying.
Bro. All right, here we go. I'm gonna just say this real quick. I'm gonna try to see if I can find one. Okay, the Loonies. I Got Five on it was the number 4 hit in 1995. Right? In 1995, that was the number 4 hit. When they wake up every morning, what are they doing? That's all I'm saying. Like, are they still in the studio?
I just took a picture with JT Money. I mean,
JT as well.
I hope they held their money. I hope they did right by their money. I mean, at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
But you know, even back then, even today, people getting screwed. Say yup mouth on YouTube. Okay.
I think money come through their hands. They just don't realize. Yeah, they don't plant the seeds. They don't realize how much they got to keep. I need a sexy figure. They don't realize how much they got to keep. Yeah. You know what I always.
Can I say this? The loonies thinking like everybody else, they're gonna be a Jay-Z. They're gonna be around forever. They think they're gonna be like I'm looking at all these songs. Okay, look at this. Just real quick, top 20. You got Dear Mama with Tupac, Mobb Deep, KRS-One, The Loonies, Method Man, Old Dirty Bastard, Jizza, The Far Side, Raekwon, The Chef, Dr. Dre, Keep Their Heads Ringing, Tupac, So Many Tears, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Raekwon again, Ice Cube, Friday, Big L. So I'm just saying, I guess the Loonies thought, man, we hitting it and we're gonna have a 20-year career or whatever. I don't know.
Right. No, you're right.
Yeah. I don't know. We're gonna definitely find out, man.
You know what I always thought? We're gonna get out of here, man. We gotta get out of here. We're gonna do our own see how. I've always wondered, like, I used to make music, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you get a hit, like you can kind of feel it. Like when you get a hit, right? Like you can kind of feel it. Like some of these hit songs, right? Like, how did it feel to be in the studio when you heard it for the first time, right? I remember my homeboy was in the studio when they made Shut Up. Okay, what's up? And he called me and was like, man, Trick Daddy got this nasty beat last night, man. He said, but man, he messed up the hook, man. He messed the song up. Like it ain't sound right. I say, what the hook was? And he was like, man, it was something like, okay, what's up? But he didn't really go off on it. Shut up. He said the classic song, but in the studio, that's how he heard it. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't sound right to him, but he was dead ass wrong. But listen, some of these classic songs, right? Like in the studio, like when you heard it for the first time, like the first time you heard, like, like the first time Eazy-E heard Bone Thugs and Harmony, and he's sitting somewhere in the studio, and it's like, murder, and you saying to yourself, these dudes from the hood, why do they sound like?
Now they gotta get that money, man. It's still the same in the running thing.
The first time the first time Snoop Dogg and Pharrell heard doom 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 doom, and you sitting in the studio and you hear this, dog. He will drop it like it's hot, drop it like it. I remember exactly where I was the first time I heard that. Drop it like it's hot, drop it. Like the first, like sitting in the studio, because I asked Kanan Lamb this, like, because he's made numerous hits, right?
Kanan, yeah.
Like the first time you've heard.
How do you know it's a hit, dog?
You can feel it. You can feel it. It's magic, bro. It's magic. Yeah, it's magic because all the sounds and stuff go together. Well, I could feel it. I don't know if everybody has the talent. Like you could feel it. Like you could feel. I don't know. In football, when you call the perfect defense and then the offense come out there, and you're like, that's what we thought. That's what it feels like. That you can feel it.
So here's the funny thing, right? Speaking of that, I was watching, I think it's called Rhythm and Flow. I think it's on Netflix with Ludacris and What's the mulatto?
Yeah,
Lotto.
that's what it's called.
Yeah. And it's funny, some of the artists on there, I'm highly disagreeing, but it's about style and preference too, right? I'm highly disagreeing. I'm like the dude that won it, Dre TL, I like him, but I thought the dude from the West Coast was cool. You on mute, cuz.
You spoiled it for me. I just got past the ciphers.
I thought you watched. I didn't think you watched it. But anyway, I'll just say this. So the dude who won it, I didn't think was the best. I thought it was great, but I didn't think he would have been the winner. My bad. I didn't know I spoiled it. Yeah. I thought I was late. I thought that big came out.
It has been. I just started watching it. But dog, like who was in the studio, dog? Like the boys in the studio chilling, dog. And when they first heard, word up, 2 for 5 over here, baby. Dog, the first time you heard Cash Rules Everything Around Me, they knew they had a hit, dog. Like,
You're a New York lover. You're a New York lover. Get that crap out.
Money. Dog, they knew it. Dog, and you the only one that heard it. You feel me? Or the first time Puffy them heard Benjamins. Mm-hmm.
Bro, can I give you something?
And I heard Missy had something to do with that. I think Missy had something to do with arranging that. But the first time they heard Benjamins and they put it together and they sat there like, and then Lil' Kim come through and they like, oh, or Mobb Deep Shook Ones. And y'all sitting in the studio and y'all the only 6 people that heard this.
Now I'm finna blow your mind right now. I bet you could tell me where you was at when you heard this. God. You don't remember this?
No, what that is? Let it play.
Hey, what's up?
Let it play.
You don't remember this?
Things just ain't the same for gangsters.
Nah, I don't think that's one of the. Some of them songs on there. I know exactly where I was when I heard doom 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 doom. Exactly, I knew where I was. Doom, 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 doom. And I was saying to myself, "There's no way Dr. Dre wrote that verse." Still,
what?
I know exactly where I was when I heard that.
Hold up. I know you remember
that exact song or that album.
No, well, the album, but I know you remember this one.
I remember them, but
when that came, listen, when that dude right there came out with this. Bro, I was in Hampton, Virginia, sitting on the couch. My roommate came in. He said, "Boy, I got it. And that boy, I didn't even know what he had. That boy played that thing. I think we listened to that song. There wasn't no streaming in, but I think we gave that song a gazillion dreams. Hold up. I bet you remember this one. Man, see, this is how we get our show doggone copyright. I remember where I was, right, when this came out, right here. And I'm going to be out of here after this one. Hold up, swole up. Get the ad off of here. You ready, Street? Tell me where you was at when this came out.
Oh my God.
Take the bass line out.
I was in the military in the barracks.
Bro, when this album came out, I never forget this, dog.
I had just started making beats, dog. And it was like, for people who say Jay-Z is lame and oh my God, dog, that was kind of like, And the story that he told was like, oh, it's a hard night like for us. What about this?
Listen.
You know what that is?
I can't hardly hear it. It sounds like somebody was running.
Yeah, somebody running.
Well, 100 miles and running, yeah.
Bro, Jay made that beat. It sounded like the beat was running, dog.
So here's the thing.
That was after the Ice Cube beat, right?
And it was fast. It was do. In the video, you know what I'm saying? And you got to remember this too. Like, all of that stuff. Didn't that came out? Did it come out after Rodney King?
Yeah.
So you had the helicopters out there. Like all you knew about LA, if you had never been out there from Florida, Miami, was police chasing, police brutality because of NWA.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Rodney King came, the beatings and stuff like that. But
yeah, see what I'm saying is though, like the first time, like when we had a studio in North Carolina, we had created a mixtape and people had to pay to be on the mixtape. So we had to go out and vet them. Right. Like the first time you hear certain artists, like we went to the military base and had to listen to this kid named Fabo. Mm-hmm. And he came outside, he had his military uniform on. We was like, bro, we here, like we trying to get you on the mixtape, but we got to hear something. And he rapped for us. Mm-hmm. And he sounded like it sounded corny, Hayes. Mm-hmm. It sounded corny. Then we was like, let us hear something else. Then he rapped again. Mm-hmm. And we started listening to him, right? And then it dawned on us like he sounded like he sounded like a scholar, like he sounded like it sounded corny, but if you listen to what he was saying, it was something you had never heard before, the way he was delivering it. And we went from thinking that he was trash to that he was super clever, and we were right. Like he was super clever and corny. I'm trying to think of a rapper who sound like him.
Can I tell you that? I don't know what he sound like, but it's almost like Das Effects. Remember Das Effects? My hip bones connected.
They wasn't corny.
Oh, my knee bones connected to Hardy.
You remember Lord Have Mercy? Like no. He sounded like somebody with a suit on. You know what I'm saying? But if you listen to, I remember he made a song about a girl, and it sounded like a love song, but he was breaking up with her every time the hook came. Bro, he was so clever, dog. And that's what I'm saying. Like the first time Puffy heard Biggie, or the first time somebody heard Twister, and they sitting there and they listening to it, and they like,
Twister saw that German.
I always go to Bone Thugs and Harmony. Like the first time Eazy-E heard Bone Thugs and Harmony somewhere on the corner, and they like, man, we want a deal. And he like, go. And they like, Ouija, are you with me? More murder, more murder, more. And he like, man, what is this? Like,
yeah, remember the Ouija board?
They were just in the rap, and they started singing and shit. They, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you want to just go hide them, put them in the studio, make an album, and don't ever let them out, dog.
Yeah, that boy in the studio, like, turn me up. 9, I gotta get that money, man. It's still the same money running things.
It sounded so unique. Like it sounded so like smoking on boom, hey, in the middle of the bomb. And it sounded like something you had never
conflict, bro.
And it's like, bro, Hayes, when you hear that, you know it's a hit. Like you know it's different. You know they flowing. It's chemistry there. Smoking on, hey, you know it's a hit. You just got to get it to the industry somehow without somebody stealing them, without them getting killed or something.
So here's the thing, Street. And Hey is a staple in Dade County high school football stadiums from the band perspective.
No, I'm talking about smoking.
I'm talking about Crucial Confidence. Hey.
Which Hey you talking about?
Yeah, that's it. Hey.
Yeah.
I'm saying they play that, and they play Hey in them. They play that. New Orleans play that all the time. When we was running the state, man, they play that to death.
Like,
yeah. They like some cowboys or something. They out there shooting guns. But anyway, how do you not make another hit with those guys?
I'm telling you how. Because you saw the New Edition story. One may be Bobby Brown. One may think he's more talented than others. Like the music, the art is there. The art is there. It's like a kid. It's like a raw kid that's really good at football, goes to college football, and right. Those coaches' schemes, those coaches' lingo mess up his game. Like the industry sometimes mess up the art.
I get it.
Right,
It's like,
right.
It's like Ed Ogeron, the greatest team of all time. He can't repeat it. Never done it before. Hasn't done it after.
Right. Like I remember riding in the car when Khaled played Hustle hard 30 times in a row. Doom, doom, doom. Hustle hard. Ace Hood. And you knew it was like you knew it was a hit. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do nothing with Ace Hood, but fell out with him, right? Because the business. Yeah, the business gets in the way of the song. The song was same old. It's different day. It's a no-brainer. It's a hit. Rick Ross. Well, I heard the Rick Ross beat was given to many people before he took it.
The Port of Miami, the push it to the limit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Let's get out of here. I got this Colorado show in 10 minutes. I got my I don't see how on here. We're going to do a music show one day, dog, and just go down memory lane.
We did one before.
We'll do it again. There's plenty of music out there. Shout out to everybody, man. This is Hayes Street. We are in University of North Carolina. We in Chapel Hill right now on the corner of Hayes Street. Probably have some bar down there, some college students getting drunk in the building. My I don't see how it goes to.
Talk to me.
I don't see how it's sponsored by Cane Juice. Go get you a Cane Juice t-shirt today. How about that? Huh? Because we're going to need a lot of it to deal with what we've been doing. But talking about individualism in sport. And I'll just put this on the screen. I'll put this up here and we can talk about it. I'm going to take this down just so it'll push us down. Here we go.
Now you tell me met a long time ago. At least I saw you.
Right.
How you doing?
When you fell down for him. I'm going to get my sack back. I'm going to get my sack back, dude.
You probably would hurt me.
Well, I don't care. You hurt me. You hurt me. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
You really hurt me. You hurt me, Brett.
We got to get back to this, Brett. I'm sorry.
Now you
I
tell
we
me.
met a long time ago.
Okay, that's that. This is what he's talking about. Mark Castano was the single season sack leader. And he's mad at Brett Favre because he fell down so Michael Strahan would be the sack leader. Here's that particular play right here. Here's this play right here he's talking about.
First and 10 at the 42.
And right there, Michael Strahan broke the all-time single season sack record. This dude is pissed. But what? I'm going to play this again. I want you to see Brett Favre's face. Watch how shocked this dude is.
Now you
I
tell
we
me.
met a long time ago. At least I saw you.
Right.
Wouldn't shake his
You
hand.
fell down for him. I'm going to get my sack back.
Look at Brett.
I'm going to get my sack back, dude.
You probably would hurt me.
Well, I don't care. You hurt me.
Oh, he's serious too.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
You really
CTE,
hurt me.
baby.
You hurt me, Brett.
We got to get back to this, Brett. I'm sorry.
Now you tell me.
Bro, do you hear his voice? Man, I ought to slap that dude and ran off, man. Get out my face with that foolishness, man. Sack these. I'd have gave one of these. Mother. Get out of here, man. What are we talking about?
Dog, CTE, dog, he was dead serious too.
Yeah. Dead serious. You can hear it in his voice. You hurt me, Brett. You hurt me. Do you think Brett Favre was thinking about Mark Castellano when he turned around and saw Michael Strahan grinning at him with a big gap in his face?
My own See How is brought to you by
Slap that fool.
Caneville shorts, man. Copy some shorts, dog. Link in the description. Oh, they falling apart. Maybe have to get up and model my shorts, dog.
Man,
Caneville shorts, man. You got your villain shorts, man. You got your recruiting shorts, man. Because we got a lot of recruiting to do. Go cop them shorts, man. The link is in the description. Go cop them shorts, man. The link is in the description, dog. 786-459-9499. Text me shorts.
Text me shorts.
Text me shorts. 786-459-9499. Text me shorts, man. We'll shoot you the link. Copy some villain shorts, bro. check this out. I don't see how. I know some of y'all hate this dude, but I don't see how y'all think this dude is crazy and can't trust what he be inventing, dog. 1998, Elon Musk on the future of the internet.
See as the future of the internet.
I gotta put up.
Is the superset of all media. It is the be-all and end-all of media. One will see print, broadcast, arguably radio, essentially all media folding into the internet. And what the internet amounts to is it's the first two-way communication medium that is intelligent. It allows consumers to choose what they want to see, when they want to see it, and whether that be radio, whether that be print, whether that be television, broadcast. I think it's going to revolutionize all traditional media.
What do
1998, Hayes. He said that.
Can I say something?
What's up?
I'm gonna pull out my tinfoil hat, my conspiracy theorist hat. I need to see the real interview. There's too much jumping on that screen.
The real interview?
you see as the future?
How much is jump cutting?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Guess who posted this?
Elon Musk?
Yes. Hey, and what he said is, y'all thought I was crazy. The crazy thing is that they thought I was crazy for stating a super obvious prediction. No, it was only super obvious to you, Mr. Electric Car, that can see in the future.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. It's listen, bro. This future stuff, this AI stuff, crazy, bro. This AI stuff, man.
Man, I did something with AI the other day, bro. Oh my gosh, unbelievable.
Can I say this? And I got to get out of here. They got now, I think it's Google Pixel, the phone. They got it now where you can have AI conversations. So you in the hotel room by yourself and have a full conversation with AI. Hey, it's a beautiful day today outside. How was your day? Oh, my day was great. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And you sitting there having a full conversation with your phone and talking to nobody. What are we doing, dog? We are subliminally like erasing social behaviors. Well, we want to completely depend on let me put this back up.
You say he's talking to his phone?
Yeah, it's the Google Pixel phone. And I just saw the commercial. And you can say, hey, how was your day today? Kind of like the Siri thing, but she kind of answers questions. But this is an interactive conversation. You're like, man, I'm not feeling good. Well, what's wrong? Talk to me. Man, today I lost my job and da-da-da. Yeah, but the days get better and this, that, and it's like a one-on-one conversation, bro.
What's wrong with that?
What's right with that?
Look at it like this. Let me help you out, my brother.
Help me.
You can type into Google, I'm having a bad day. I lost my mom, right? How do people deal with that? And it gives you a whole bunch of answers, right? On how do people deal with it that may help you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's information. AI is just having that conversation with you. It's going to say the same thing to you, but in a more comfortable situation. It's the same thing. So don't look at it like, man, you're talking to a robot. Look at it like the robot is taking the search part out of it, right? And basically the robot is finna tell you, hey, man, when people lose their mom, they grieve, yada, 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 yada.
I think my problem with it is, though, Street, it's deeper than rap, right? It's not just you talking and getting a search response. It is you, in essence, confiding into this, and they're taking that information from across this globe. That's what they're doing, right? Because here's the deal. There's no sense of, if you go speak to somebody, a doctor, psychiatrist, they're bound by back to rules and laws. They're bound by certain laws, and there's also a human element. This is scouring the internet quickly within light seconds to give you a response. And is it truly the response you need? Or is it a manufactured response? Like, I think there's still something to the human element of stuff. I'm not talking about, hey, what's the recipe
I'm listening. I'm listening to you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to we've been giving them the information. Every time you type in Lemon Pepper Deborah on Twitter, they go.
No, I get that.
Giving them the information.
I'm trying to see.
I'm listening to you, but I mean, I'm telling you, it's the same. It's just more convenient.
I'm trying to see this doggone commercial I just saw. I forgot. And the assistant had a name like you know how they got Siri or I can't say the A word because mine will turn on. But
I think in the chat, like I'm gonna help. I want to help y'all. I just want y'all to think this. Yes, all they did was took the computer and made it more convenient for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's it. Everything else, the conspiracy theory. No, the computer has been getting better and better throughout the years. I remember the floppy disk in elementary school, the Apple computers, they were horrible.
Mm-hmm.
And the computer just getting better. Now the computer can actually talk to you. Right? And now y'all saying this is creepy. No, they just made it more convenient for you. Now, if you don't want to tell it nothing personal, don't tell it nothing personal. But you've been telling it personal shit every time you search how to kill my wife. You've been telling it personal. Hey, every time you search, every time your dumb ass search how to make a ball, every time you've been giving it personal stuff.
Man, I gotta
get out of here, bro.
Hold up, man. You got me on this thing, man. We're gonna find this, man. We riding out.
No, we gotta get really far on the phone tonight. She's been talking about her position ever since we brought it up.
All right, we could do it tonight. I'm gonna do the other show for a little bit. I'm gonna do an hour and a half. If you want to do it after that, we more than welcome. We could do it. I'll text you. Street. I'll text you. Gemini. Right. Gemini. That's the name of Google's Gemini. That's what it's called, Gemini. But
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Remember the Gemini man, Will Smith?
Yeah.
All right, we'll chop it up. Man, that was a good one. Appreciate you. Let's get up out of here, man. Shout out to everybody. Make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Go to Twitch. I got a Twitch channel too. I don't even know the name. It's probably Coach Hayes Football. But anyway, y'all go over there and hit the subscribe button over there too. Hit the subscribe button over here, and we'll get that thing rocking. We up out of here. Peace.
Yo.
Hey, y'all catch me. We going live. And damn, I'm already a minute late. We're going live at 9:00. Peace.